Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Sophisticated Declutter again. This is a 6-month challenge that I've been running, and we are decluttering our entire homes in 6 months. So if you are new to this challenge, make sure to start from the very beginning. In the cards above, I'm linking the playlist to the entire Sophisticated Declutter. Start from the beginning and come right back here. If you guys are with me on weeks 13 and weeks 14, way to go. You deserve a gold star for making it this far already, but we still have lots more to do and a lot more to get done. And week 13, we're moving on to the kitchen. With week 13, we're gonna be in our pantry. Decluttering food is a whole different type of mindset and thought process behind decluttering. Oftentimes we don't wanna get rid of food because it's things that we paid for and we can consume it, and it feels a little bit different. So what you're gonna wanna do is start by getting rid of anything that's expired. That's first and foremost. Once you've gotten rid of all of your expired food, you're gonna go through and try and get rid of things that you just have small amounts left of, or things that you bought for one recipe and then never used again. If you don't feel comfortable decluttering food items that have not expired yet, I would encourage you to try and find recipes that target those food items and try and use them up that way by actually consuming them. There are some websites online where you can type in the different ingredients that you would like to use in a specific recipe, and it will help you find a recipe that uses those ingredients. Or you can just Google the item that you have, like wild rice or something, and Google it and try and find a recipe that uses up that last little bit of wild rice. Having a full week to do this, you probably don't need a full week. So bonus points to you if you take this time to also do a little bit of organizing and not just decluttering. I would encourage you to find those pantry staples of yours that you use on a regular basis and create a list of those so you know what things you always want to have on hand that you're using all of the time when you're cooking. A great example for me is I always like to have olive oil, of course. I cook with olive oil almost every single time I cook. I use quinoa a lot. There are certain spices that I would put on that list. With those things, again, even more bonus points and gold stars, whatever, A pluses, anything you want, if you decide to decant those items and really get your pantry in good shape during week 13. But again, you have the full week before we hit week 14, which is your fridge and your freezer. So that week you have to get both of them done. As usual, spread it out throughout the whole week. Get it all done in one day if you want, whatever works best for you. But with your fridge and freezer, take them one at a time. Start with your fridge. Again, go through, get rid of anything that is expired. Then pop in your freezer, get rid of expired items there as well. In your refrigerator, things are going to expire sooner than they would in your freezer. Things like leftovers, of course, go through. If you've had something that's been a leftover and it's been maybe more than 3 or 4 days, depending on what the item is, you can probably toss that as well. But another thing to go through here is to also maybe get rid of some food that doesn't fit your lifestyle right now. Maybe you have some healthy habits that you're trying to implement, and you have some food items that are just tempting you. You know you don't want to eat them anyway, so why are they in there? Get rid of those unhealthy items. You can probably also get rid of some items that have sat there half empty for months on end, like the pantry if it's something that you bought for a specific recipe and you haven't used it again. Either find a recipe that's going to target that specific thing again, or I would go ahead and use this time to get rid of it. Same thing in your freezer. After you've gotten rid of all the expired items, get rid of things that don't fit your lifestyle. Try and work through things that just have a little bit left in it. But also in the freezer, there can be an extra complexity of not knowing what some items are in your freezer. Sometimes we throw things in there and freeze it because we want it to last longer, but don't take the time to label it or to really mark what it is. So you go into your freezer and you have maybe some form of frozen mystery meat or frozen leftovers that you have no idea what it is. If you go in and you can't identify something, just do yourself a favor and get rid of it. You have all week to finish your fridge and freezer, and I would strongly encourage you, as you're going through this decluttering process of your fridge and freezer, pull everything out and give it a deep clean. Be honest with yourself, and if you want to be honest with me, leave a comment below and let me know how long it's been since you've done a true deep clean, pulled everything out of your refrigerator and everything out of your freezer and cleaned it super good. It's been a while. This is a perfect time to do it. As you pull everything out, declutter, clean it, it and then put everything back in your nice, new, clean fridge and freezer. So that's all for weeks 13 and 14. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you're not already. I'm sharing lots more tips and tricks there, as well as following this process along with you. So if you guys want to see me decluttering my fridge and my freezer right alongside you, head over to Instagram, follow me there. I save things on my story highlight bubbles, so you can always go back if you're watching this later. And if you're in the kitchen and you're working on your pantry and fridge and freezer with weeks 13 and 14, I will have a highlight bubble that corresponds to that, so you can pretend that I'm doing it right in the moment with you as well. If you guys like this video and you like the sophisticated declutter, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, I will see you guys later.